Ever wondered how to join Shaxi as a rider? Well, the process is as easy as pie, and today you'll learn all about it. First things first, you'll need to get the Shaxi app. A quick visit to your phone's application store, whether the App Store or Google Play, will do the trick. Search for Shaxi, download it, and you're off to a good start. Now that you've got the app, it's time to sign up. You'll be prompted to provide some necessary information. The most important part of this step is verifying your phone number. This is a security measure put in place to ensure a safe experience for everyone using Shaxi. You'll receive a text message with a code, input it, and voila, your number is verified. Next, you're going to set up your passenger profile. This is where you can add a profile picture, input your name, and other details. It's all about making the ride experience as personalized and comfortable as possible. You can now search for rides at your convenience. Whether you're heading to work, school, or just about anywhere, Shaxi is ready to get you there. The next step is to request the ride. You'll need to confirm the details of your trip, including the destination and pickup point. And just like that, you're ready to enjoy your journey. Sit back, relax, and let Shaxi take you where you need to go. To cap it all off, after enjoying your ride, why not share your great experience? Tag at Shazigana on social media and let the world know about your fantastic journey with Shaxi. So there you have it. Joining Shaxi as a rider is as simple as downloading the app, signing up, verifying your phone number, setting up your profile, searching for rides, requesting and confirming your ride, and then enjoying the journey. It's a quick and straightforward process designed to make your life easier. With Shaxi, the world is at your fingertips. Shaxi, it's time to ride.
It is Friday! And of course, if it is Friday, you know how we do it? We take it cool because right after the sitting, there will be sitting. Friday comes with a different steez. And when the money comes here on a Friday crowd, then the matter don't spoil. The matter don't spoil. But we make sure we control him so he can go and sleep in his house comfortably. Because we don't want any issues with police and damn Clary be calling us and a certain journalist has been found. We don't want any problems. We'll be taking it to 100. Anyways, my name is Sammy Flex, 4-man squad for today. Roland Amate is seated my immediate left. From Shaxi, Shatter Movement Empire, Roland Report, which is on YouTube, and of course, Showbiz Channel GH. In the middle, in Team Dodi Solomon, he's also called Chemo. Chemo is our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and also he represents Intidosu Digital Solutions. And of course, the Prodigal Son 2025 also represented, aka Derek Money. Yeah, Derek Money. He stopped working with DLFM because they were executive producer. As the executive producer. So you wanted to say something. So you take that one from him because they were chopping his soul. But now he produces several shows on radio, Top FM, and the rest of them. And also he works with his E-News GH as well. He's an event producer, publicist, and he also works with Joe, Lyrical Joe. Yeah, Lyrical Joe. Shout out to Nana Reagan.
Wherever he finds himself.
I don't know what they'll be fighting about. Almost every time there is something for them to fight about. Well, let me also say shout out to James Clark. He visited here in the studio as well. I'm sure from time to time you guys will be seeing him here on the show. Special thanks to the producers. Let me say thanks to Buju Lens, to Sam Tuga, and Theophilus Digosh. We are here to do it for Mother Ghana. Remember, you can join the show with your commentaries and more. Now, let's move on to our first topic. And I want to take this one from Olele Salvador. He started some debates. And I'm interested in the debates. I am really interested in the debates. Olele Salvador is talking about awards. And he's pointed out some things about awards that we need to talk about. Now, he's saying that if music award schemes in Ghana were purely run by data, more of your favorite no good day mongo, data is brutal You know they care about your feelings. What a way to preview this year's music awards. Listen, if music award schemes in Ghana were purely run by data, more of your favorites no go dey mongo. LOL. Data is brutal. You know they care about your feelings. What a way to preview this year's music awards. And he laughed. In another post, he asked that, do Ghanaians know the most played song on radio in the year 2024? And they said they don't know. We were there, no, then he brought something, what he considered as data. Then he said, breaking! Diana and Hamilton's The Doing of the Lord, featuring Mercy Chinwo, was the most played song on Ghana radio last year, scoring 449 spins, according to Chartmetric 2024 Music Industry Report. And it says, a total 2 million tracks were played in 2024 for a combined 1 billion spins. Chartmetric currently tracks 2,860 radio stations across the globe. A spin is when a track gets at least 30 seconds of airplay. So this is what Olele Salvador is pushing. Now let me try to bring it in simple terms so you get to understand it. He's saying that in our music awards Ghana, you can't say music awards panel, you share data, streams, plays, numbers. I see your favorite artist come in be that because your favorite artist how many streams, how many numbers, how many spends now playing now. Now man for say Olele Salvador in Ghana. Every award scheme is popularity based. Forgetting data, what they sign the data. Every award scheme, what song is popular? In two streams, need their ben, crana, your corners, popularity no former encore. That's why people are also saying, what are you saying? Go and check Grammys. Somebody can win an award with less than 1 million views. He's won. Or no, we know better. Nya de baby, or no, less than 1 million, but we're winning award better. So the confusion is on. But what is the reality on the ground? Derek Money is an award organizer, so I'll not start with him. He will be biased on this one because I know Derek Money's kind of awards. Vote. The match is and I'm to be the package, but if you pay 5,000, give me
5,000 bucks voting.
So let me start this with you. What do you think about the argument Olele Salvador wants to start?
It's an interesting one. I mean, but I think I agree with those who are also giving the other side of things. Because if you focus on only data, sometimes you will get it wrong. Or you also give room for some people to also manipulate and have their way.
Okay.
So it can't only be about data, and at the same time it can't only be about the other side of things. Data should feature in a way. So it's a combination of getting the data and then the other looking at the other sources that you can get certain things to add to the data. So it is not one-sided thing, or it shouldn't be one-sided like the way maybe he wants us to go with only data. Because sometimes the data will not give you the true picture. And the reason is that some people can push to have a data that will not.
Yes, someone talked about some of the data being manipulated.
Yes. So you will not get the actual impact of the song or the artist that you think is ruling the airwaves or ruling everywhere.
Okay.
Because the data is being manipulated or somebody is manipulating the data. So to get the good data or the actual data that can reflect what is on the ground is expensive or it is difficult. That's why for those who are going to rely on data, sometimes they will bring the data and we can punch holes. So at that point, what do you do? That's why you have to supplement or use other things. I will agree with him if he says that data should feature, like we should be using data to yes, I will agree, but it can't only be about data. Let me give this simple example. When you see a video with 1 million views, some people interpret it as 1 million people have watched that video.
I mean, let me see.
But that is wrong. What it means is that that video has been watched 1 million times. You see, the same 1 million, but interpretation is different.
Okay.
Someone is saying that 1 million people has viewed that video, but in actual sense, it's not like that. It's 1 million views coming on that video. And when you say it has been viewed 1 million times, what it means is that one person can view it 100 times and it will still be counted. So if you see 1 million views and you take 1 million people have viewed that video, you are giving wrong interpretation to the data.
But sometimes I hear this argument of, the device by question now share and then count it baby.
Account.
It depends on how you do
this
it.
is how they do it. Say the Berman account here say ocean in there. Ocean be account 1. Or china over share be count.
Another one.
I dare to over share be count.
Oh, okay.
So you can watch it different days. And it will count. Yes, it's the same device.
Oh,
it's the same person. But you watch it at different times. And that thing too is not even about all the platforms. It's only YouTube that I know that when you watch it several times at a particular point in time, it will count only once. But what about the other platforms? Do they have the same technology? Even with YouTube, they had a way of deciding when a particular account is watching it several times. So when you check the back end data, you will see that they have unique views. Unique views is that it's different accounts watching. And then they have the total views. That is one account can watch it 10 times, 20 times, and all those things. So what we see in public, what we see that 1 million views, is not the actual interpretation when you are at the back end. Because at the back end they will separate it. They will tell you the unique views and then the repeated views. People who are watching, I can watch a video, this video is nice. Then I will go and watch it again. It will still count. Like I've watched Shatawale's On God video before. And not long ago, I've watched it again. Yeah, it will still count. Because I watch it different days. But it will tell Shatawale that this is not a unique view. The person has watched it view. The returning viewer. Exactly. So the interpretation is so complicated that it's not everybody who can interpret data. The way that they make it look like everything is about data. Sometimes I hear some people trying to interpret data and I go like, what bunch they only need the you don't know what you are talking about. So for me, it is important that we look at data, but because of the difficulties or complications that may come when it comes to interpretation, we can't only rely on data to make the decision. It will be something else. So for me, it is important that we look at the data because it can help us to know what is actually happening. But we can't only base on that to give awards or take the decisions, because sometimes we may get the interpretation wrong and we will not get the actual impact that we are looking for.
Alright, so that was Intindo de Solomon's input. Of course, he understands that TEF very well. So it's all good. Data, when it comes to awards, the good and the bad. Derek, Afe Bimu, Yanko.
That's I think that's a clever observation from Moleli Salvador. Yeah, because we've had so many artists, or some of our artists, who have won most prestigious awards categories as Artist of the Year. But when you combine the data, they are not up to standard. To some of certain artists, yeah, you can see an Discovery Artist of the Year who has numbers more than Artist of the Year. Yeah, which happens within our award system. And I think that is a clever observation. Rasami, I think when we only look at data, we get it all wrong. especially when it comes to award schemes, because the award have a board and an academy, and then the board and the academy also have decision that they can take to clarify who needs to be given a certain portion of some votes, so the person can be get that public audience added to it for the person to be given the award. Until Oshimua, something clumsy, especially when you look at the data, because you can't use only data, especially when you have streaming farms. Some artists go to streaming farms just to go and pay money to boost their streaming platforms or online platform presence. And then if an award scheme decides to look on or better still based on data to qualify an artist as a winner or an artist as somebody who has that numbers, then we are getting it all wrong.
I see.
So I can say it's a clever observation, as I've said earlier on. But we can't also go without data. Because data shows your presence when it comes to your music career or your musical career. Because one way or the other, no, we will be sitting here listening to you, but somebody somewhere, not in Ghana. So that person also based on your data to listen to you, especially when Apple release top charts, Billboard release top charts. These are where people get to understand or get to hear you or know the artist in question. So we can't go without data. He also made mention of Messincho and Dana Hamilton. That is one of the power of collaborations. Because when you talk about their song, I think it's one of the songs sorry Himatina Utia. It's me of that inspiration.
Hallelujah.
Yes. Most of the time, no, any data until be debates, no. But the inspiration na wonya film no, and until na odi kutinum, no. So in such a situation, if you are looking at the data to calculate or accumulate the stance of the music, then you are getting everything wrong. But we need data, academy, board,
and even the general public.
And general public to determine who deserves an award. And yes, our party and I see a data and quandary, your favorite artist, if you own your nomination pool.
Because of the tanning,
your favorite artist. I will solely owe him the flag on stage here and there, no. The data party konkahubi. Because an artist like Amari, is that the right word? Amari.
Yeah.
When the numbers are very huge. But award schemes, nominations are in
on the far gone. I don't but
I like the word but. Yeah. As no one has someone but. So then the academy and the board comes in here. Because when the data and then the numbers are, she got everything. So what's happening here? Meaning there's something wrong. And now Obi to say risky. Any Chris Brown, Essence, and Sammy say in your numbers. So when we are talking about numbers, na ka award schemes can say a floppy or award schemes here and there, a flooding here and there. But here lies the case, it was not able to do that. Data is good, but board and academy plays major roles when it comes to award scheme. Until artists, these are certain elements you need to make sure say you are putting it together. Get the numbers, the data, get links and plugs. People who are into academy and boards, combine them together. And at the end of the day, say the open say award scheme no, and I say the award in na open. I don't know they will be in message Dana Hamilton. Great song, everybody listening to it, it gives inspiration. Minimum be your cast on pay. And it'll be I do want to gospel I say. I want to and especially I saw for you soon okay. And the video quality news so into Koban and Sana say oh no be here. Obi who say no and media video quality no you team soon when he say inspiration in so on. Into mini figures no the buy no. X-ray say yes. I agree with him totally. Okay. And that is the way to go.
Well, let me move on to Roland Amate on this one and ask that what does he also put in? He is an event person, as a matter of fact. Ro, what do you add to this?
Talking of spins, let me give shout outs to spinners in the country.
They are less recognized.
Exactly.
But they are also doing something great.
Cause spinning.
Because when you go for some events,
of course,
the people there, they are calling for foreign songs.
So
if you are not even a hard DJ, you'll not be able to play any of our local songs. Because
but do they also plug in the funeral songs? Because if you are talking about numbers and you are leaving the
so for me, I like where Olele is coming from, like the conversation he's raising. But then me, I wish that we should not take it to the doorstep of our schemes. Let me be able to say Gamro. Because you see the award schemes. And your muntum code if you use a gamro anyway. Yam form some medry form some medry musicians. So this conversation about data and its spinning metrics and all of that should rather be putting at the doorstep of an organization like Gamro.
Okay.
You see the award schemes, they have their rules and regulations already. And their rules and regulations have been stated from the beginning of their operation.
Okay.
That it is not only data based, but other factors as well.
Okay.
Including on grounds presence or popularity or informal way of carrying data, informal way of accumulating data. That is also part. That is why some people would even consider events in terms of the number of shows they've even played.
And even add birthday.
Birthdays
and weddings.
Weddings. Exactly. Bridal shower. Friend. You understand? That is the informal way of collecting data as well for award schemes. It may not be formal, say they can, but ni na consideration. Okay. So for me, I understand. I'm sure Olele is just asking question. Say, senkaye the way per any yejina so in terms of data, and of course, some of our favorites will suffer. Oh, and dear.
Community.
And even the ones, and you see, you know what will make it more scary or scarier is the interpretation of that data. How we interpret data in this country is what makes it more scary. Because see, the way you interpreted data will chroma say wrong.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Obi releasing 3 days, 1 million views.
Okay.
During that same period, Obi so releasing 4 hours, 5 hours on an 5K. And so they say 5K no. In terms of trend, that 5K is trending at number 1 or number 2. Not 3 days, 1 million views, you know. Only trends not that 50 something. Say what they said way by your industry, say people should interpret it and give it a meaning. And I say Yemfambo be abaswa. One you know 1 million views in 3 days. Yeah, the award never man. Exactly. Maniwa, say come back here now cause say mu. And can one you know 5K views no that trends number 1, number 2. Or no they deserve it. Obi another one here, Obi releasing them. Another 1 million views. Oko checking reactions in terms of comments.
Nothing.
3, 4. And the cramp on buy your data. You understand? But sometimes people see the likes of Showboy more, and they are those guys. Our trends when they shock.
Because they expect that something else should steal the attention of the people.
Exactly, they shock. But these are the guys that are trending on those internet. Some streaming platforms do not use views and they use plays. Almost the number done in a place. So the number of times that particular song has been played, that is how they would want to. Okay, you say now what me at say because almost the way a man for church almost date anymore. And here say you can say you the data inquire and can you money and can you meet me there you name me chile
and a big problem.
And no a big problem because everybody see peg. Say you for money pa kuno nya 10 million.
Mon first year name
mano.
Gap.
See, when Shatawale's On God started trending and started gaining numbers after his Jamaican performance, yeah. Koshe the way even when it entered onto the Billboard chart, a chart that you can be number 1 today, in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes now way free. Go and see how slim or churches are chatting. Over born, some one of them say, hey, Sanke Cassia the data and go be Juma. And come on, move it to the crowd be artists no more.
Come be trouble.
Count like. They are train. Say me pan here because on subscribe here. How does that affect people who are streaming the song? How does that affect people who are streaming the song? Does that mean that amount phone tie no nana? Meanwhile, when you check the reactions of the one say, it is not just about the views and the plays. It is about the reaction to that particular song. If people like it, you will see the reaction.
Okay. Well, we are still on this, and just as he said, looks like an award scheme is coming where he is likely to apply this data thing. I don't know if it is going to be TGMA, that is Telecel Ghana Music Awards.
They can't.
Or it's going to be 3 Music. What do you mean by that?
Using only data. They can't. They will die.
Empha.
The thing is, you see, what you were talking about earlier, about the views and all those things. I saw someone also doing this comparison. Shatawale's video On God is about 7 years, and the views is 11.
Now it's 12.
About 12 million.
No, now it's got it to 30.
Okay.
Yes. And there was another guy that they were comparing it to. That video is only 6 weeks or something, or 1 week.
When you're 12 million.
And when you're 11 million or something. No, I think it was 2 million or something.
Okay.
And they are saying that when the time that it gets to the same 6 years or 7 years, it will be more than Shatawale's. What they fail to realize, or the interpretation that they can't get, is the fact that when the song stays there for a longer time, even the views that will go to that song will reduce. It will not go up. You only get that higher views when you release the video.
More content.
The more that it is staying on the platform, the lower the views that you get. But people always get it wrong by saying that, the more that it stays there, you will get more views. It doesn't work like that.
Unless something happens.
Unless something triggers it. Like the way Shatawale's song has been triggered by his performance in Jamaica. Now it has sparked again. With time, it will start. The views will start going down. Not the numbers that he has already. The amount of people watching will go down with time. Okay. It doesn't go up with time. But people don't get it. You can get like 10,000 views in 1 week.
I see.
But you won't get the same 10,000 views in 1 month.
Okay. Based on how you manipulate.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Or how people are eager to go and watch.
So you can't just interpret it like, if only 1 week you are getting 1 million, then 1 month there you will get like 4 million.
One month the person will still be at 1 million.
Will be at the 1 million.
And people
keep on getting it wrong. So if you use only data and people who are in charge, they don't consider
understand these metrics.
Then I'm sure
will cause a
they will
disaster.
not be able to use the data thing as they are.
No, they can't.
You can't use the
They
data.
can't.
alone.
But I am scared that someone has started pushing it. And you know, most of our people, they don't have a mind on their own. The moment they see that, I can't say, you data or not, you see, no, everybody.
The interpretation,
Everybody.
The interpretation.
I think
everybody.
I think we will find a way to tell them that where they are going is dangerous, and they should consider other things. Even like somebody said in your intro that even Grammys, someone may get lower numbers and still win an award. It should tell you that they are not only using data. It's not like they don't consider those things. They do, but they consider other things
before the data.
Before the data will also come in. And that's how we are supposed to do it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, guys. We are still checking to see if indeed data would have any influence on our award scheme. Now, let's move on to another conversation that I know you are going to be interested in. It's about Sallymann, who some 2 days ago or so. Yeah.
Last week.
No, I'm talking about her issues with Rex.
It happened on Monday.
Yeah, I think we discussed it just some 2 days or so ago. Where in a video she was talking about Rex Omar not being fit for the position as a Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, and that Rex Omar had been sitting on some money. In fact, she spoke. At the end of the day, after all said and done, she voted for the woman who has been appointed as the tourism minister. That is Jifa Gomashi. Yeah. And there are issues. On the day when the video was shared, I think Rex Omar was minding his business somewhere, drinking one beer or bottle, crossing his leg, and he said, who is this? What crime have I done to her? She is saying, I am not to be trusted. She's saying, I cannot be trusted with money. She's saying, I'm not even fit to occupy that position. Rex Omar said, this is so disrespectful. This is so defamatory. And that he is giving Sallymann some days to go on the same platform to apologize. Go and sit there, the same energy. Use that energy to apologize. If you don't apologize, I'm going to Atiavi if you don't apologize. Rex Omar said he will not go to Atiavi. He will go to law court. And do you know, Sallymann has apologized. So what it means is that Sallymann the fear. Atiavi over court or court over Atiavi. Well, some people are even saying that this apology. This apology.
The apology is not given.
Obviously, the apology is not given. The apology is not apologizing. But she said it. I don't know what you people also think about it. Let's go watch it. When I come back, we have a discussion. Stay tuned.
First off, let's do first things first, and it has to do with our father, our Uncle Rex. So, Sally, over to you.
Yeah, I hear. No, I hear. It has come to my attention, and also that he's unhappy. That I said that he said he will not we can't trust him with money.
Exactly.
That statement, Uncle Rex wasn't happy about it. And I apologize for that. And the reason for saying that was the fact that allegations have been thrown at him so many times when he was the chairman of Gamro. So I was coming from that background. But he's my person. And the voice note that he sent you, I read it, or I listened, and I can understand where he was coming from. Because I happen to be one of his chicks in this industry.
He said, yes.
So if say one of your babies is in this industry, an opportunity has come, and your baby is like sort of tilting towards another person, it will make you feel a certain type of way. So it's still love. I love him, and I said in my submission, he's one person that I love so much. So it wasn't my intention to say anything to make him look some type of way, because he's worked for the NDC, and this is his time for him to also shine. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Uncle Rex, don't be angry. After here, I'm going to call you personally to tell you that, sorry for saying that we can't trust you with money. You understand what? You're my person. So upon, further reflection and all of that, I feel like if your person is your person and it's a family, we treat family issues the way that we have to treat it. But this year is a year for women empowerment. So we're all about the women.
Welcome back. That was the apology. It was said exactly this week. It was said this on the same platform. It was said by Sally, and Sally did the apology. Is the apology apologizing? Chemo.
Yeah.
Pocket lawyer.
Yeah.
Because they were going to the law court.
Pocket
Pocket lawyer.
Yeah. When we did the discussion, I remember I said that they will ask her to apologize, and exactly that's what they did. So for me, I'm not surprised.
Okay.
And the point is
that does it mean somebody fear? Is that what it means?
Yeah, for that one is for sure. And then again, it is also good to go this way because yes, because it will save everybody money, time, and other stuff. Yes, so I think, in fact, even if they had intention of going to court, after watching what is happening to CNN right now, you will have to reconsider. Yes, because
maybe they don't watch the CNN.
The CNN, as we are talking right now, they are also in court battling the defamation suit that somebody is giving them $1 billion defamation. 1 billion. And
I said 1 billion.
And the way that it is going, it is not looking good for CNN. And people are saying that this is what they've been doing, the same thing that they are even doing it. They are doing it in court. And so apart from the fact that they may even, let's say that they will even win the case, it is still not looking good for CNN. It's like you guys, you are just fake. Because even in court,
you are not able to provide
proof
clear evidences that mean that they did not defame.
And again, even the judge at one point said that the CNN lawyer is lying. And then you see a comment like, you see, you lie in your news, now you are lying in court. So it's not looking good for them. That's the danger of a corporate organization defending themselves when it comes to matters like this. So it's better you settle. So that it will not even come up at all. And in this case, I think that's why they will consider not going to court at all if there is a way for them to avoid it. And obviously, Rex Omar gave her and then the multimedia that's option. Yes. Apologize
and Rex Omar is a serious litigant.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yes. That one there we know.
Rex Omar.
Oh, we know. You know the loose case.
And you see, interestingly, the CNN case.
Do you love arts? Look no further. Theori Art Market is your ultimate destination for the finest handicrafts made in Ghana. From unique designs to authentic Ghanaian artistry, we bring you the best of local craftsmanship. Find us at Theori Interchange, along George Bush Highway, adjacent to Evergreen Palms and the Talo office. Need more details? Call us today at 0244631771 or 0553209514. Come, explore, and take home a piece of Ghana's creative heritage. Theori Art Market. Experience art. Celebrate culture.
It has taken them 2.5 years for them to start the trial. They have done the background, what they call deposition, talking, gathering evidence, other stuff. 2 years, 2.5 years. Now that they are doing the proper trials, they have started. And the proper trials may also take some time. So you see, going to court is not an easy thing. If there's a way out, you go for that one. And I think multimedia and Sally as a person she's taking the right decision, even if you feel that you are right. And I've said it that it will be difficult to win a defamatory case like this, but still, it's better to settle than to go to court. Apologizing will not take much from you. And look at how she did it. And people are even saying that the apology is not apologizing like the way you are saying it. And so you go your way. So if at this point, Omar and his lawyer says that, okay, we will still not take this apology, we want to go to court, you will stand a better chance to defend yourself because you did what he said. What it means is that you don't even want it to go to court and all those things. So for me, I saw it coming. I'm not surprised, and I think this is the right thing to do. Even as a person like Sallymann, I think this will help her than to force it and say that she will go to court. So I think she did the right thing by apologizing.
Well, you are watching. What do you also think about this apology? Is the apology apologizing, or you think it is not? Ru, take over from here.
The apology, they get as it be. For me, well, the other time I was of the view that they were not going to apologize, but
you were not sure they were going to
apologize. Yeah. But they have, and it clearly shows that. The thing is that multimedia as a company or as a corporate organization is clearly not ready to go into the gutters because of Sallymann. Yes. It's because
I think they would have done it for another person.
Of course.
Oh, multimedia.
No.
Black Rasta.
No, you see, it's so think about me about me no. Either say be jawo and answer over be we. That's it. Unless say nipa ni bia. Look at what happened to Countryman Songo like this. He was also called to come and apologize. You understand? Countryman Songo so he was called to come and apologize. It's as simple as that. Until either say they are ready to go to the gutters with you. And me, saying gutters because of Sallymann, I would have been surprised. In fact, Countryman Songo man be apologize. If they had gone into the gutters because of Sallymann, and because this particular case, a case as I say, dear. Papa, any defamatory case is not a case that you can say, okay, you are called 3 days, unless clear say with your shedder pan or goofy. Unless so shedder pan or be who said you wear a black nipa say a white. Then that one day we know so 2-3 days. The case is hits trial or we are done with it. But if it is something that has to do with say Afena will be proving the effect of that particular statement, and this is a statement that is not new, even in the public domain, and you are now coming to ascertain the cause, effect, period, time, how it even affects you, like So for me, well, as it has come in there, I'm just waiting for the response from Omar.
Okay.
Because they will determine whether they will accept the apology or not.
They asked for it and they have gotten it.
But maybe how it was done.
Except
because in the letter, they said they want it to be expressed
in the same energy
she used to.
Yes.
And this is how they
Matankuma demanded for an apology and a retraction. Lewen apologized and retracted online. But then Matankuma and her team denied the apology.
No, at that time the case was in court already. This one, we don't have any case in court. This is the time that they will decide whether to go to court or not.
But whatever it is, even with Matankuma and Lewen's case, they opted for it is already in court, but they opted for out of court settlement. Of which the out of court settlement, now you have to come back to the initial demand, which was the retraction and the apology. And I'm sure it was on that basis.
They went to court, and within the court, that's where they demanded for the retraction and apology.
Exactly.
Yes, so it's a different thing.
No, I'm not saying it is the same thing. No. I am just using that as an example of, okay, I can demand for an apology and a retraction. and you can do it, and I will still say I'm not satisfied, just like Matankome's own.
For them, for Matankome's own, I don't want you to go there because they were asking the court to order Lewin to do that.
Okay.
So my point is that clearly shows one was not ready to go and litigate.
Okay.
Because going to court will demand time and money. Lawyer, the free money,
Well, so we wish Sallymann and Multimedia well. We pray that they go ahead to do the needful. In fact, Shatter Movement, we are also not happy with a thing. We did not go the legal way. We want to try Multimedia to see how they would also use morals to respond to this. Else,
we will see.
Okay. Have you seen that thing I see the Katie had been doing? On the energies that you. Wow, alright, yeah, go.
That's I mean. It's good multimedia push.
So class what patches are?
Monsieur my patches. And then what kind of a trouble na say Ghana for easy course someone.
Yeah, kind one can ya men yellow.
Men yellow. No patron for baby. But it's good multimedia push Sallymann to come and apologize, but with the energy now or the kasai, you know, and some comment to make with her submission, you know, any apology now or here ka resoma or you be a on tiasemasi baby still now he can proceed to court because there are certain allegations that will make you during her speech now or kafa resoma who I think say it wasn't one of the best.
Yeah.
It is a apologize here. You have to go accordingly. Kana me can say no man can ye me boa.
Okay.
Kana me can say no ebia na minim na me ana me kan ye. Nti maka man kan ya me say no fa me.
Okay.
Could you down wrote something on Facebook?
Okay.
And I just want to summarize it.
Okay, that's fine.
Who first took GBC to court and won for not logging the music they played? It was Rex. Who took Tercos to court for not playing royalties? It was Rex. Under whose regime are musicians getting higher royalties than before? Rex. But
so he even missed one. He also took
Joy Daddy.
Award.
Exactly.
And also one.
Yes. Until to me, Bejina radio so Kase he cannot be trusted with money. I said, what good brand who feel be brand that what burden for so many years. You don't know the in and out, the struggles he's been through. But offer just within an hour or minute. No good brand who say near Kase be patch or is this the way to apologize? I think say Rex na ABR for the sake of the industry at heart in you accept that apology.
Okay.
And maybe being multimedia, having so many branches, as a politician or better still a musician, you need such platforms in you do baby, you just keep quiet and let go there.
Was of Timu
Kakra. And yes, our party, this is not an apology because a rest am I a go like that? Because Sallymann was very hard and harsh with her submission. So if you are apologizing, you have to go the same way. You pain. And you say baby patcho. You easy. Until I'm a patcho easy. What I say? But multimedia did the right thing. Because so many is a rest a procedure, it will rather affect multimedia more than Sallymann.
Okay.
Because Sallymann no personality no it will say you see multimedia alongside
because of her.
Yeah. A company say multimedia and be Lucy more. Not her. Because only her. Then men can say only baby to only baby down no ni skabi. But ye can say in terms of damages one no be multimedia no be oh Sallymann then I wait media man. So I think multimedia did the right thing, but Sallymann should also be very careful with her submissions and utterances within the media space. Lions don't eat lions.
Yeah.
We understand. But Sammy, why we need Panamda?
Father told
They say
Yeah,
and to say, oh, Kasa, I think says she needs to be very careful with the way she speaks on air because a personality like Resoman on any packet any allegations now the man, especially with that facts and figures. What kind of laws are there? Then defamation case, but you need to accept it. Also, enimna otimi take any step because you don't have any facts, you don't have any figures, you are just speaking out of your conscience.
Okay.
Just like that. And we don't do that as a media personality. And the platform also of the man and in Sono was a platform at the moment I'll be kind and it's far gone.
Yeah.
So I think multimedia on my ejumano, but as to how our reps and so better no be that better understanding. Say, okay, Matthias as industry person or industry guru, no, that is where we are all looking for. But can me your rest team there, I say, we should still keep going. Proceed to court.
You'll not be satisfied with that apology.
No. This apology is not apologizing.
Sir.
Yeah, I agree. There be the aggressiveness. Or the casem no. With that fact and figures, no, the casem no. Yes, that same aggressiveness. And I can so the apologize. But here lies the case. The tone, no, tone in the in 2009, did you? Tone no, the apology no. As a senior, and ya kasa koyintin me koye.
Wow.
Intima menye. But all Canadian, yan kasa beka into beka. That is where I don't get the differences here. Into many wrestlers, I don't know. The ball is his own court. Whatever he wants to do with it, I think say as industry guru no. When you send you on the befaso no, on the befaso.
Well, Friday, so we are trying to make it very snappy, and we can start our weekend in a special way. Let me say thank you to Bliss Bar and Lounge. Bliss Bar and Lounge at Medina. What's that name? Bliss Bar and Lounge in Medina. We want to say thank you to you guys. We've received the show for Friday. Yeah. The money is here, so we show. Today they gave us food, special food. The other day it was seafood. King prawns and things. Today special food with assorted soup. Better off. Well, let me go on to the very last story so we can go finish with our Bliss Bar and Lounge special delivery. The last one is about Mr. Logic and a lady who was based in Canada called Mo Spence. Mo Spence here, an artist, and Mr. Logic here, a manager. Luck found them. As fate would have it, they started working together as artist and manager. During their lunch at the airport something hotel, Airport View or Airport West Hotel, I was there with my team, Sammy Flex TV. We went there to witness the occasion. They started working. We saw some videos flying all over, interviews here and there. Like work was going on until this week, when the lady in a self-made video said that she has a lot to say about Mr. Logic of Red Panther Productions. What has happened? The lady said that Mr. Logic, among other accusations, Mr. Logic threatened her. Mr. Logic took her money without delivering the tax that he was supposed to deliver. Mr. Logic even has caused her marriage to break up. A whole lot of allegations. Mr. Logic took money to rent a house for them. It did not go through well. Mr. Logic took money to do work permit for her. It did not, like so many of them. And this has broken another artist and manager relationship. Listen to the story. There are investors in there, and I have a question to ask about this. Stories like this, do they have the power to break investor confidence in our industry? Where an investor was in that, the other day, most spends even our dollars be burning for. Well, who's not me? I can't make it. Most spends $100, baby. Oracle na me aka 50,000 cedis. Charlie, I'm a fan copy a fish family. And a
Catfish.
Me tough fingerless now.
Yeah.
Me hwed ye ni gum hwed ye ni gum hwed ye ni gum hwed. Then be adom. On be akese de patata. I'm a tongue 40 50. Let me make it. That is the story. Does this break investor confidence in our industry? Let's go watch the lady telling her story briefly. And when I come back, I'll pick the views of my people before we proceed. Watch it. I'll be back.
One thing that I did not mention is throughout this whole thing, Mr. Logic has been threatening my life.
Let me tell you something. If you talk like this, I will murder you. Yeah, I'm going straight with you. If you talk like this, don't step to Ghana.
Are you kidding
I swear on my father's grave. If you talk like this to me, I'll murder you.
You're serious right
I'm
now?
telling you the truth. Yes. If you talk like this, you cannot go to Ghana. If you talk like this, you cannot go to Ghana. If you talk like this, it's going to get very bloody for you. If you talk like this, it's going to get very bloody for you.
Good, because I'm recording. I'm recording this too. I'm recording this conversation.
Record it.
And it will be sent to the police.
Like, he's threatened my life multiple times. I've recorded the conversations of him threatening my life. I have screenshots of him threatening my life. He even told my mother that he's coming for my life. He told my mother he's coming for my life. Hello, ended up getting discovered by a company which is called Red Panther Music. And the person who runs that company is Mr. Logic, aka Christopher Nelson, aka Emmanuel Barnes. So, gosh, I don't even know where to start with this whole thing. The plan was for us to get a work permit. So Mr. Logic convinced us that we needed to get a 3-year work permit, and then after that we could apply for citizenship.
Well, so welcome back. That was the lady, Mo Spence. In fact, when the video started, I felt maybe people would not see it. Hey! Hey! Ghana for pen con.
Yeah.
Gossip.
In fact, we get a video then come Hey!
Yeah. 2
Video
days.
cool?
Thank you.
Cool. Well, let me do some quick correction. So, Bliss Bar and Lounge is not at Medina. They are at Adenta Commando, rather. Adenta Commando. That is where you can locate Bliss Bar and Lounge. See you there very soon. Very funny.
That's a...
Sam Komowei, the story of Mo Spence and Mr. Logic. Does it have the power to destroy investor confidence or to break investor confidence in our industry here in Ghana?
That's some quick the investor and then the artist relationship they break it because in our break it crash because in our industry we don't have a system that protects the investor. So whenever there is a case between investor and an artist, who protects the investor? The artist will go scot-free and the investor will lose huge sums of money. Big time. I can use an example. Wayne Chavez concert, Black Sheriff, and then the management. Wayne Chavez concert. At that instance, who was protecting the investor? Nobody. But they were protecting the artist to succeed. At the end of the day, the artists have succeed. Who is thinking about the investor as it stands now? The investor, he has tried to bring other artists, upcoming artists, but still it's not fancy, not picking.
Atonsum.
Black could this kind of say no. But ka black one so dimu a committee me afa black one na mu if the footsteps ni mu e dey afro akosoro no. Let's come back to this lady and then Mr. Logic. I think this is not the first time I'm hearing about Mr. Logic and an artist issue like this.
Hey.
Yeah. Many artists be doing come they do mention Mr. Logic. And then Mr. Logic I say I'm like a music business. At times when you don't find the right people, your music, you don't know how you structure your music very well. And I think Mr. Logic needs to be very careful when it comes to managing artists. Maybe he is an artist manager, but his managerial skills is not up to standard. Yeah. Yeah. No.
I say maybe.
Yeah. He is an artist manager, but maybe his managerial skills is not up to standard. Because as an artist manager, say artist a welfare a priority ka whatever a bemu be invest into the craft, that is where you need to put more energy. Send here a input. And now say art can be better, also betting I enjoy. At times loyalty and royalty. These two things combined together, it builds a better relationship. But as a Mr. Logic, he has monitored the system to the extent say when someone more they have zero knowledge about how our system works. Into the bar, not the Joe. Or the Joe now as a coin in our choir. Next home maybe. But since when your platforms are or Washington, still now no.
Baby beba.
Oh, baby beba. Nasa circle there be a umkemu.
Exactly. As I have right.
Me carry. My circle baby kemu honum. And I think that's the yardstick he's using. By time more, we artist manager. Now the moment certain factors and now say issues about a raise alarm. Say what now what access who ye. And yes, sir, a be how in the near future. Artists will be withdrawing from you. The moment your name is being mentioned at the table of men.
Table of men.
Oh yeah, not that table.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, that table there. But I'm talking about the table of businessmen. That's say, oh Mr. Logic, Udimbemua. A whole no, and Ombehu say no. You've duped somebody. Obehu say a man for bodin. A whole name bet me you I feel instantly. But we are living in an industry that was say yes so ha na yes so ha na ke boy one na it me progressive. You made mention say during the lunch of the lady na queue no some Flex TV queue no you saw how everything went.
Yeah.
And it was indeed great.
Yeah.
Or ye come into continuously persistently. If you are able to do this for any artist which comes your way, look at the mileage one kasano de be as a promoter, as an artist manager. But a company say ene what could you be seeker or chana artist be say or no a business be ye, then you are always circulating within the space, within the artist managerial space there. Then your managerial skills is not up to standard to manage an artist.
I see.
Yeah, because if the resources are there and we are not able to utilize the resources to manage the artist to that standard an artist need penny there, then you are not up to the level of managing an artist. A company sana always obeji sikano, obeji investment but the other be as an artist manager. You put yourself first before the artist. But the artist no you investor and this canaba. So you put the artist first before you. Okay. Let the artist get what he or she is requiring for. We are, trust me. But say we are no no pay no investigations no who say who scan what they are on shepherd. Then what kind of artist manager are you, Mr. Logic? This is something I think say he needs to learn from it. Now Otimi education who and yes our part there. The dimbe sell industry a sell industry it will be very difficult for you to redeem your image back to the normal Mr. Logic we know.
Well, let me go on to Roland Amati. Take over.
For me, I followed this conversation and I'm happy I was there at the launch. It was a very big one.
Yeah.
For that matter.
Almost all industry people.
Yeah. Were there. Yeah. And it was indeed a very big event. So, in fact, taking it from that side, even through to the story that the lady has even narrated and I've seen a supposed response from Mr. Logic as an interview with Ghana Web and that end. For me, I think for whatever it is, Mr. Logic should not treat this issue lightly. Because the allegations in there are very wild.
Wow.
They are very...
I've not been able to watch the full video though.
It is an hour and some few minutes. Machining enough from the first to the last. These are wild allegations. And the stories that the lady narrated are, if you know or you've even come across them when they were working, you are likely to believe 60 to 70% of whatever the lady is saying.
Wow.
Whether it is true or not, here I want to give Mr. Logic the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Whether it is true or not, if you've seen their working relationship or if you've seen them together, and you know Mr. Logic, and you know how he runs his things in this country, in terms of how the length and breadth he would want to go to make certain things happen for himself or even for somebody that he's affiliated to, you are likely to believe 60 to 70% of whatever the lady is saying. And these are wild, very, very wild allegations, including the lady's life and her family and whatever being at stake. And it is about Mr. Logic. You understand? So for me, I don't think the response of this particular allegation should be, oh, I did not defraud her. She's lying. She's just bitter. No. If we are looking for a real defamation case, this is it.
So that is the response from Mr. Logic.
Yes.
This is a real defamation case.
If you are looking for a real defamation case, this is it. Where the person has actually defamed your character, accused you of, these are very wild allegations of you threatening her life, that of her family, destroying her music career, chopping her money and everything, collapsing her marriage, everything.
Wow.
So if you are talking about an assassination of character, this is it. Unless you are guilty at certain points. The response that he is giving, and the Mr. Logic I know is giving me some vibes I don't like. Because we know how wild Mr. Logic is.
Yeah.
And especially anybody that would want to go on, like, go take Mr. Logic on, and the person may not be coming from the right place. And when we only say Mr. Logic, okay, sir. So for him to just come and give a response, unless maybe Ghana Web is lying that they had an interview with him.
Oh no, I trust him.
If indeed the response is coming from Mr. Logic.
But if you read the Ghana Web story, they were particular about some information.
And they quoted him as well.
They said Logic said the voice recording threatening the lady was but it happens at
5 months ago, and he did that in self-defense.
Yes.
I understand, but me.
Threat can be a self-defense.
I So my point is that these are wild allegations, very wild allegations that you should not come and respond by. Oh, you. No. This is the real defamation case that we can say by this time. We hot. Say if indeed whom born won't come anymore, you should let your lawyers write to them as quickly as possible.
Okay.
And now say whatever, however you go to make sure you kill this case, you should go, because we work, and the way our news is spreading. For me, say me 2 days me who thinking
it is fine like
2 days me who see I just say 50
like bushfire.
Me who ye pen am say kai abom family Peter Leba.
One day now they has 2 days I do sir.
Lady need there no.
That's a good
I know that the man find
because because the lady's channel is around 1 point something K subscribers.
So now even the danger is that the rest of the people who have taken it up.
Clement to the end.
And when I make a Clement 2 hours 25K, I know. But my own is that lady need the impona and his channel is strong in impono. Look at how wild the thing has spread. How much more now that Sisia Ako viral amount for a take stance like an interest room almost and know that all of these people will give it a different interpretation. Obiani the way Besifa reporting, Obiani the way Besifa Kano. And because case Ninyano, Omo Kanya Pacha more. This is the real character assassination. If indeed you know your character is, I remember some time ago when the first case nearby, I think June last year, I almost said there was a news say he did not go court for defrauding some American couple or whatever. He came to write on his Facebook wall, I was as clean as a whistle. That is what he came to write. So if indeed his character is as clean as a whistle, this one doesn't demand a response of, oh, I see me defrauding here. I see my threatening, or threatening, and I'm also threatening being self-defense. No. This issue do not demand that.
But you can't decide that one for him.
No, I am not deciding. Oh,
you have your own opinion. What he demands
is what he is doing.
Chemo.
And not what they say while responding.
I do not bear the consequences of his decision. You understand?
But Roland wants to say that for him to clear his.
For him to.
He should do more.
Yes, he should do more than what he's doing.
Okay. For that one.
Because the damage that I am seeing this narration cause, to repair it or to even halt it or slow it down, doesn't demand money. You need to take certain actions. You need to go a step further.
Even after saying self-defense.
After saying self-defense in what? Because when you say self-defense, because what the allegations that the lady is throwing about, half of them
and are not the end of the allegations.
Yes, half of them are legal allegations. The lady has declared you wanted. Personally has put a bench warrant on your head. And is asking everybody who spots you anywhere to report you to the police.
Wow.
You know how strong this is. So if you come and say, Charlie, this is somebody they've literally put a bounty on your head. And anybody that is probably affiliated to this lady, and maybe your pen or feeling lady, can take it on and maybe attack you or do something to you in any form. And you can't ultimately determined by any means. You understand? So me, it is not just about saying, I also threatened her in self-defense. Threatened in self-defense. Bro, you have a bounty on your head. Unless, like I said, and you would want to solve this issue in a different way. Else, the way the thing have do, Mr. Logic, wherever he is, if he's listening to the sound of my voice and he's watching this video, the response should not be the Mr. Logic that we know in this country.
It should be more energetic.
The vociferous Mr. Logic. We want to see the logic in his name.
Okay, I'm sure maybe he will come to UTV this Saturday to come defend himself.
Sir.
That's his platform now.
I think I've seen the fly. He's not right now.
He's not right. Oh, we can call him.
Okay.
He doesn't have to
special guest.
You can call him. Chamo, close the day for us.
Yeah. I'll make it simple. I think you have said enough, and you know, my manner is simple. Mr. Logic, the response or the man or the man, Monty, I say, anyway, but I agree that it is not enough for people to say that the lady is saying something that they feel that maybe
she's bitter.
She's just bitter because in the defense, that's what he said. According to Ghana Web. And Mr. Logic is saying that the lady is just bitter because of the separation or the fact that he is not working with her anymore. And then the lady because I mean magic cry Mr. Logic wa or no BJ Jume to me and Yamano cancer
Oh, Sessikana come.
Oh, how could you work?
Oh, it's charity kind of.
I didn't ask him. What's that?
And you know, I think Mr. Logic, the response will be to me a man or their man, but I think he should do more, especially if he feels that the lady is just defaming him, or as he said in the same response, said that it's just character assassination, leading causing it's nothing more, nothing less. Some people wants to paint him as a bad person, but onye is hard man a man for kekano. And Mr. Logic he defending on why it's not looking good for him. And the question that you ask about the investors,
investor confidence
in it, I think this will not change anything. Especially if I'm an investor, I will not be afraid to invest because of even the lady. Say only investor papa, and I think I'll be a better investor than the lady. Oh, of course. I mean, even based on her own narration, she did a lot of bad moves. And Tizenka, Sekano, the Chiavita crank and
couple of commerce at Chiavita and
a better chance to get something out of their investment than giving it to if indeed say I'm passing on the logic there and community Chiavita crank. And based on that, I would say it will not affect any investor who knows what they are doing. For this case, she didn't know what she was doing. I mean, narration and the other side is that if indeed so an investment now, the part that I will agree with you is that it was an opportunity for somebody to push for the growth of the industry, especially based on the way that they talk. Obi disikakesi we aba investment now the obviously the ripple effect, the what will come, it will affect a lot of people, but the person who got the opportunity, or in this case Mr. Logic, so what jiskana ampa de awa amwaye well first kano and share industry no ma ebema lady no nyum koso. Mr. Logic will need more hands. Mr. Logic will also invest in other areas.
They will even employ other people.
People, exactly.
Other people also make money.
Make money. Bloggers, other people.
Media people.
Like the way that he invited people for the launch. Or better, more launch because lady no be more projects.
So
Mr. Logic failed. So what this carry there, or Felice or the Beura. Industry, the mama industry now grew. Meanwhile, there be a talk as I said, open the betterment of the industry. But when he got the opportunity, I never be.
He was spending 4,000, 8,000 a day.
And so for that matter, I think Mr. Logic should come out and say more, unless Ebi or buy a veteran. And then maybe I said, once a while, no, Pia, now so so when you say we need scan their own piano, make come more. So when Pia, you assume say beer is a kind of a fan assassinity or a shock can be so habitual, and that's our dear. Now somebody she baby will be a.
Brother,
yeah.
Okay. And me must shout out to be. Okay. I'm a nipa be. And shout out to Jackie Boating.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackie Boating. And Dr. Anita.
Omar
me pa.
Dr. Anita will be so Ghana.
Dr. Anita will be so Ghana. Yeah, and Jackie Boating. Jackie Boating, I'm going to show. Don't come and say why. I'm going to show.
Big ups.
Guys, thank you so much for being with us throughout the week, Monday to Friday. I think it has been a great journey. And we have to just go take some 2 days breather, and we'll be coming back on Monday to continue with the agenda. The agenda is big. The showbiz agenda in Ghana is really big. Yeah, remember showbiz agenda?
Yeah.
Let me say thanks to the production team, Theophilus Digosh, Bujula, and Sam Tuga, and to the Pandits, and to everybody who supported throughout the week. Special thanks to Roland Amate, in Team Dodo Solomon Chamo, as well as man like Derek Money. Bonnie Wamba. I saw you have a new artist, with some female artist.
Yeah. That's Chinazo from Nigeria.
Hey. I've got to Nigeria.
We've gone international.
She's a gospel artist?
No. Or a secular artist, Afrobeat.
Oh, Afrobeat.
Yeah, Chinazo, and she's doing extremely well.
Wow.
Recently, more of her content. Me push it about. Or good, and she was also very beautiful. At times, music, and I said, brand new, we know personality. Yes, sir. I am break. And she got everything lyrically. She got everything. Musically, that's what I mean. Musically, she got everything. So, Chinazo, go to YouTube and subscribe to Chinazo on social media handles. Just Chinazo. Just Chinazo. Enjoy her music. Sure.
I'm going to check her out. Derek Money's at. But are you still working with Lyrica Joe too?
Yeah, I'm still working with Lyrica Joe, and we are preparing some projects. Yeah, Kika rappers Bibria Boom. Now yeah, the project are back.
Mobile
Ose.
Mobile.
Kika Boom now yeah, cipher. Aside that, so yeah, we are doing a cipher together. Aside that, we are preparing an album. Until Juma Day Nimpa.
Now, best rap performance,
best rap performance, they say Lyrica Joe. Yani kitem yenye and sa title the nyadia ibe jema toward that in Ghana. Best rap performer. Ghana any award scheme, Lyrica Joe. And Brass, I'm interestingly, no one say or performing or TV3 mentor. Romeo Swag.
Yeah, in a set.
Yeah, that and no more to no, and you know what it out. Romeo Swag ne say Lyrica Joe a mentor, looking up to him. So they were asked to bring somebody you look up to. And that's the verse they did on stage. And at the end of the day, Romeo Swag became the winner.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Until the performance, and over the ending now, was Romeo Swag, tonight is a victory. Say amen.
Wow.
And at the end of the day,
he was the victor.
Amen.
Wow. The way James Clark was so employer. PR man because
that's very the way the money was, I was like
open drama
I'll see you guys on Monday on Showbiz Daily. We're out of here. Bye-bye.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Green select glucometer. Fa check it. Push sugar level, fa check it. Fa check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.